After years of silence, Mitsubishi has finally decided to shake up the car world again, and they're doing it with a name that once dominated the streets, the Lancer. But this isn't just a nostalgia play. The 2026 Mitsubishi Lancer is coming back with bold styling, cutting-edge tech, and whispers of performance numbers that could put it head-to-head with today's hottest sports sedans. Could this be the comeback that takes on the Civic Type R and Subaru WRX? Or is Mitsubishi too late to the party? Let's find out. Mitsubishi has always been a brand with the split personality. On one hand, practical family cars, and on the other, absolute legends like the Lancer Evolution that rewrote what a performance sedan could be. For years, fans have been asking the same question: will Mitsubishi ever bring the Lancer back? Now, in 2026, the answer is finally yes. The new Lancer isn't just a revival of a nameplate, it's a statement. Mitsubishi is stepping back into a segment that's been dominated in the US by the Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, and of course the Subaru WRX. That's a tough crowd, but it also shows just how serious Mitsubishi is about making the Lancer relevant again. On the surface, it's sleek, futuristic, and unmistakably bold. But beyond the design, the bigger question is, can it live up to the heritage of the Lancer Evo and actually compete with today's sporty compacts? Mitsubishi clearly believes it can, and they're aiming at a mix of younger buyers who want style and tech, as well as longtime enthusiasts who've been craving a modern performance option. In just a moment, we'll dive into the design, the tech-packed interior, the performance rumors, and even how it stacks up on price. But first, let's see what makes the 2026 Mitsubishi Lancer such a talked-about comeback. Now let's get into the part everyone's curious about: the details that make or break the new Lancer. First impressions always start with design, and Mitsubishi clearly wanted this car to stand out. Up front, the 2026 Lancer wears a wide, aggressive grille that almost stretches corner to corner. Slim LED headlights cut sharply into the edges, giving it a futuristic, almost concept car vibe. The hood lines are bold and sculpted, and the bumper integrates deep air intakes that scream performance. Spin around to the back, and the story continues. A connected LED light bar runs across the trunk, while the muscular rear bumper and diffuser bring back that planted, athletic stance the Lancer was always known for. It feels modern, but it hasn't lost its sporty DNA. Step inside, and you'll notice Mitsubishi is no longer playing the budget card. The cabin feels like a serious upgrade compared to the old models. A fully digital instrument cluster greets you behind the wheel, while the centerpiece is a large infotainment screen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Touch-sensitive controls blend with traditional buttons for that balance of futuristic and familiar. Depending on trim, buyers can expect premium touches like Alcantara inserts, leather upholstery, and even sport-bolstered seating that hints at performance driving. Of course, design and tech are great, but the real buzz is around performance. While Mitsubishi hasn't confirmed exact figures yet, industry insiders suggest a turbocharged 2.0-liter four-cylinder could deliver anywhere from 250 to 300 horsepower. If true, that places the Lancer directly in competition with heavy hitters like the Subaru WRX and Honda Civic Type R. Even more exciting, rumors point to the return of Mitsubishi's legendary all-wheel drive system, known as Super All-Wheel Control. That would give the Lancer real credibility as a driver's car and not just a stylish commuter. But it's not just about power. Mitsubishi has hinted at modern safety features and driver assist tech. Things like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and a 360-degree camera system. Features buyers in this segment now expect. Pair that with improved fuel economy from the smaller turbo engine, and the Lancer could appeal not just to enthusiasts, but also to everyday drivers looking for a balance of excitement and practicality. So, where's the catch? Well, pricing hasn't been confirmed yet, but early estimates suggest a base price between $28,000 and $32,000, which puts it right up against the Civic, Corolla, and Mazda 3. Higher trims, especially if an Evo-inspired performance variant comes, could easily touch $40,000. That's competitive, but it also means Mitsubishi has to deliver real performance and value to earn back trust in the US market. The question now is, will all of these ingredients add up to a true return of a legend, or just another nostalgic badge revival? In the next section, we'll break down the highlights and drawbacks to see if the 2026 Lancer really has what it takes to reclaim its place among today's sports sedans. And here's where things get really interesting. Because on paper, the new Lancer already looks promising. But once you imagine it in real-world driving, that's where the story shifts. Picture this. You're pushing it through a tight corner, and instead of the body roll you might expect from a compact sedan, the Lancer holds its line with confidence. If Mitsubishi really does bring back super all-wheel control, this could be the closest thing we've had to an Evo-like experience in over a decade. That's not just nostalgia talking. It's the kind of handling that puts pressure on cars like the Subaru WRX. Then there's the power. Even at the lower estimate of 250 horsepower, this Lancer would easily outrun a standard Civic or Corolla. At the higher end of 300, it would be knocking at the door of hot hatch territory. Combine that with a turbocharged punch, and you've got a car that finally feels alive again, rather than just another economy sedan. But here's the twist. It's not flawless. The cabin, while vastly improved, still may not match the premium feel of a Mazda 3. And if Mitsubishi misses on pricing or fails to confirm AWD across trims, it could lose credibility fast. Still, the fact that we're even talking about a Lancer in 2026 as a serious contender is a shock in itself. What looked like a simple badge revival might actually be a genuine comeback story. So, has Mitsubishi pulled off the impossible, or is this just hype wrapped in sharp design? Let's break it down, because the highlights and drawbacks tell the real story.